ruining any competitive edge of skill this game had. You destroy it by noobifying it, you R-word. Man, this is a proper rant. I love it. By the way, we've chrono boosted a gateway with nothing building. What is this, the day of people chrono boosting buildings that don't have things? All right. It's been a hot minute, ladies and gentlemen, but we're back with the salt mines, and already we've got big ducks only in the top right, and they are chrono boosting probes at the very start of the game, which is not something you're really meant to do unless you're cheesing. But, oh, wait a second. I think we saw Silver League logos on the load screen. Anyways, I'm excited to see what happens. The bottom left side, we've got red versus blue, the blue Zerg, who's already said, so is it true? Do you have a big duck? I do, says big ducks only. Oh my. The conversation is starting in a truly special vein. A big vein, some would say. Oh, you know what's crazy, guys? I've been on Stormgate, and I've gotten used to the camera moving in reverse a little bit, so for a moment I got confused about which way drag scrolling would move the camera. My lord. They've actually put into the game the ability to reverse it, but my brain broke and I think I left it on non-reversed. That's so weird. Anyways, Gateway and Forge going down for big ducks only. A drone's going to come into scout. A good idea against someone who started off with a bit of banter. I just have a regular duck, but I haven't heard any complaints, says red versus blue. I like that. They're like, you know what? My duck's not special, but no one's complained. Then again, I mean, how often do they complain, right? That's like the rudest thing you can do. I don't think people complain usually about duck size unless the duck, the owner of the duck has insulted them. Like, that's like I want to hurt you. Even if you think, oh, it's a bit small, you're still not going to say it unless you want them to feel bad. So that's like something they'll say. I would say it probably gets accused of more often than it actually is real, right? There's probably people who say, oh, you small duck person, you know, because he's cheated on her, or, you know, this or that's happened. I would imagine it's not even often related to the reality. I reckon people who actually have small pet ducks very rarely get insulted for their small pet duck. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe you all disagree. Maybe you don't. But I do like the fake cannon rush here. I say fake. There is a finished forge, but there's also a nexus and a cybercore. This is the only spot you got to worry about up here, but it looks like the drone is going to kill that probe. The probe just stops moving and dies. I like it. Guys. No wall off on the main or the natural. And we're going to chrono boost a cybercore that doesn't have an upgrade going on it. Oh, there wasn't enough gas to start Warpgate. Going to build another pylon. We got double gas here. This is a brilliant level of StarCraft, which I truly adore. And it's so good to be back doing the salt mines, by the way. I took a little bit of a break, and the reason was we get inundated with a lot of replays where people just go, oh, you homophobic slur, you racist slur, you homophobic slur, you racist slur. I'm gonna murder your family. Like, it's just, they say that over and over, you know, and it's just, it gets boring, it gets old very quickly. It's just not something that's very fresh, right? I don't want to just be the guys like, look, another guy said the same thing everyone else has said 50 times before. So I've got a bit more help as well. My lovely sorter of replays, Jacob, has now got Cosmic on board helping look for replays and helping us sort through and find the good ones. So I just want to remember, guys, even if someone's not salty, if they just have some bizarre interactions with you, feel free to send it in. If it's funny, if it's weird, it's funny. It doesn't have to necessarily just be rage. It could just be bizarre interactions. And I think, you know, we'll try that out for an episode or two, see if any of those kind of fit into any of them, and see if it results in any fun. Bailey Nest is on the way right now for red versus blue. They're rallying some lings across. Big ducks only, says WTF. Mate, why are you building a third at 3 minutes? Not nice, dude. And they're sending their probes out. The probes are not on attack move. They've all attacked a single Zergling. Oh my god, the probes killed the Zergling and now they stopped fighting. He doesn't know how to attack move. Okay, he figured it out. He figured out how to attack move. Oh my god. Oh my god. And he's going to try and defend with probes while building a single cannon to defend the base. Please go back to mining, mate. Oh me, oh my. Losing 6 probes there. We're going to chrono boost the Nexus. Once again, chrono boosting while nothing is building. The probes finally are going to turn around. Wait, this Nexus got chrono boosted as well. We've seen 3 chrono boosts this game on structures that don't have anything building. Oh no. Does Big Ducks think if you do a chrono on a structure that makes it build something? Because you need to build the thing. That makes it build it faster. Oh no, the cannon's going to get overwhelmed. Oh my god. Oh, what are we doing? Why are we trying to take 3 bases this early, mate? Oh, no. So annoying. You guys are the worst players ever. Rush, rush, rush. It was like 6 Zerglings at the 3-minute mark, mate. You call that a rush? Sorry. Booey. Bye. At least you have a big duck. You're fat. You're a poo-poo head. You're fat. It's a nice way to get back into the salt mines. That brought me great joy, guys. That game brought me great joy. All right, well, our next one is going to be a diamond game, a little bit higher level. Hopefully it has some interactions half as entertaining as that last one. We'll find out, is this also a big duck Protoss? Macro toss down here in the bottom left says, how? Question mark. Oh, maybe Pi said something at the start of the game? How? You're another low IQ. What? I gotta hit the rewind really. Wait. I gotta hit the rewind. Did he say something at the start? Okay, so Pi said, good luck, have fun. I won't do any more rewinding. You know, we gotta keep the continuity there. We could fast forward to get back how it is. You're another low IQ. This is Pi, by the way. Pi is Polish, right? Pi is a cool dude in the community. You're another low IQ aggro R word. You're having a good night again, huh? Okay, they must know each other. So Pi has rushed or done some sort of aggression in Macrotoss before. 0 proper game plan. That's what I love. 0 timings. Oh, I love when people do this. This is like, we need a name for this. It's like the list of why the opponent didn't win or it doesn't count or they're bad. You know, like where they go like, you're low IQ, stupid, dumb, and a moron. And it's like the same thing, but they've said it across like 4 lines and they're like typoing as they say it. What's your game plan, says Pi. Just effing spam. And pretend you're doing something. Oh man, this is like, I'm getting real artosis vibes in this game. I gotta like tab over on my little stream deck over here.
That game does not fucking count. That is the worst, stupidest thing that has ever happened.
I don't know, I'm reading these all in Artosis' voice. Come on, click buttons faster, you runt. It's not a skill, just clicking buttons faster. You just pretend you're doing something, just effing spam. Wow, you're so smart, you're a Zerg player. You just make 50 of a unit at a time because you don't have to think about anything. Wow. It is funny because Artosis hates Protoss in StarCraft, StarCraft 1. I feel like if Artosis laddered these days, what race do you think he would play? Because I remember he played all 3 of them at different times. Mostly Zerg and then Protoss though. Zerglings go brewer. Are you proud of dumb shit? Being handed with a silver platter to casuals? Am I? Ruining any competitive edge of skill this game had. You destroy it by noobifying it, you R-word. Man, this is a proper rant. I love it. By the way, we've chrono boosted a gateway with nothing building. What is this? The day of people chrono boosting buildings that don't have things. Macrotoss was so busy getting angry. They had 6 workers on one gas, and they didn't build their second pylon until, was this like 40 seconds late? Oh my lord. Oh my lord. You destroy it. So basically what's happened is Pi has flooded in with like mass Ling or mass Roach, right? And Macrotoss is like, this isn't good. I like to call this the hamster wheel of rage. So I get this sometimes, right? Where someone, and I used to get it a lot more. I don't as much, probably because I'm a random player these days. So I'm the guy doing it to other people. Let's be honest. But like your opponent does something that's suboptimal. It still happens to me sometimes. And you look at it and you don't understand it. So you go, well, that's suboptimal. That's dumb. That's not the meta thing. Therefore, it's bad. Therefore, you're not deserving of any respect. You're not playing properly. It's embarrassing to even be playing against you. And then you kind of let your guard down. You lose to it because you don't take it seriously. And then your ego just cannot handle it. And you get on this hamster wheel of like, you're playing the game wrong. You're bad for the game. And then like, you know, like any logical part of your brain would be like, well, maybe I should learn how to deal with them playing the game wrong. And then show them why it's wrong. You know, it shouldn't be that hard. Oh, he's putting the smiley in the chat. Oh, you know that's going to set off Macrotoss here. Macrotoss, just wall your base off, mate. Yeah, that shield battery will go down though. Then you need to wall off here, mate. No. Oh my lord. Dude, and the thing is, you know what's funny, guys? This was 18 Zerglings. This is not even a big pressure. This is like a really small pressure. And look, he's going to force more force fields here. Oh my lord. There is a third Nexus up. If Pi knew about that, he could just go north and kill that as well. But he's already got so much damage here just by like picking off a Sentry or Probe, forcing buildings, forcing him to not build workers. If Pi just keeps droning, can probably get quite far ahead as well, because Macro Toss is already spending all the energy on this and is already tilted off the face of the earth. So back to the hamster wheel, right? So it was basically like there's this thing where you go, well, you're ruining the game, you're taking away the competitive edge, you're destroying it, you're noobifying it. And you know, there's so many contradictions in what you say, but if at any moment you address those contradictions, the whole castle comes crumbling down. So you basically just bounce between you're playing the game wrong, you're really bad, you're not good, and then like the logic starts circling towards, wait a second, shouldn't I just be able to beat it easily then? And you go, well, no, because your thing is easier than mine. It's easier because you're doing the thing, and like basically if at any point you think logically and calmly about what you can do better as a player, you lose. You go off that hamster wheel and you deal with tragic ego death, where you are faced with your harsh reality of you being just like a human who makes mistakes all the time, which is all of us, right? That's all of us. The problem is what these guys don't realize is and if you accept that and you go through that little ego death, you come out the other side and you're like, okay, I guess I could just do this better. Like you're able to just look at things objectively and try to learn and understand. But I'll tell you, I just see red, I'm in that moment like Macro Tosses right now. I'm like, you're just gonna make Zerglings and attack and move them? I watched Hero the other week and someone did that to him and he wrecked it. It's a bad suboptimal move. You doing it is stupid. That wouldn't work at pro level. And they're like, oh, we're not at pro level. I just like doing a bit of a ling pressure here, you know, drone behind it. Keeps me safe, lets me scout, just puts on some pressure. Bit of a skill check for the opponent, makes sure they're not totally incompetent. You know, and you're just like, what did you say? Totally incompetent? Do you know how hard it is to wall off against Zerglings? They're like, yeah, it must be really hard to like build a gateway where the opening of your wall off is. I mean, that looks really difficult unless, I mean, if you have a bit of brain damage, it might be hard. You might like build it in this random spot and then, you know, trap a sentry up to the side. And that's where you lose it, you know. If you get in any discussion that starts dealing with the actual details of the game, you've already lost. So you've got to stay on that hamster wheel. You're stupid, you're noobifying the game, you're ruining it. And the moment you get off that hamster wheel, it's bad news. So guys, if you're raging, your opponents are doing dumb strategies, stupid strategies, easy strategies, make sure you just bounce between your strategy's easy, you're an idiot, you're noobifying the game, you're everything that's wrong with the game. If it wasn't for people like you, the game would be great. And then go back to step one again and say, you know, you're doing a dumb strategy. So that's basically it. It's a good macro cycle for not taking accountability for your losses. It's one I'll admit I've used a few times over the years. I'm not gonna lie, guys. We've all had angry ladder days. Let's be real. The Roach Ravager is pressuring right now. Pi has a terrible income, guys. He's on 49 drones, but he's got Roach speed +1 range, so it's like a big Roach all in. His opponent is trying to go triple Robo Immortal, because he wants to counter the Roaches. Mate. But he's only got 2 Immortals out. He hasn't actually been building Immortals very early. I mean, he puts 14 force fields down, but there's no units to do damage. There's only 2 Immortals and a few Slow Zealots. Dude, you can have all the force fields in the world, but fighting in the open like that, using all your force fields up while 2 Immortals attack ain't gonna get it done. Oh no, Macrotoss making... This is like a proper Wings of Liberty style as well. Macrotoss is just like, I'll just make force fields and then force field. The funny thing is, if Pi made like 6 Mutalisks, it's game over as well. But Pi's gonna get in there, and we're about to see, oh, a bit of an explosion. See? Noob! Just aggro. The funny thing is, guys, Macrotoss can easily win this game if they just A-move to the front, probe up this base, then get back to it. Just aggro. 0 attack. Oh, he does have Roach speed and +1. 0 micro. 0 macro. It's like, remember, there's a few things that pop up when you say that, right? There's things off to the side of the hamster wheel. What are they? Well, wait, if he had 0 micro and 0 macro, how's he focus firing those probes with 0 micro? Number 1. Number 2, if he had 0 micro and 0 macro, how did we lose to him if we did some micro and macro? And now, if you start answering that question, you're already off the hamster wheel. Stop. You guys watching this might be like trying to answer those questions in your head. Stop. If you guys want to stop feeling bad when you lose video games, just don't take accountability. Just be like Macrotos. Macrotos feels great. Macrotos is living their best life right now. They're definitely not. They're definitely not. Oh, they're gonna get a ball. Hey, they got 3 roaches, not bad. Funny thing is they get that 1 disruptor shot, now they're like, yeah, get out, I'm winning this game. Pi is like, well played. You pressed V. Oh! Oh! No! I pressed V and force fields. Perfect build placement? Wait. The irony of saying perfect build placement as those 2 force fields went down is too good. That's actually too good. Perfect. I pressed army comp. Macrotos, you see, Macrotos has countered their army. In the process, they've made themselves very vulnerable to an air swap. But yeah, opposite of your A move, like an R word. Oh my god, this Macrotos player is so funny. It's like they watched Artosis stream and they thought that was like, it was like a self-help book on how to get good at StarCraft. They're like taking notes. They're like, okay, so what did we learn from today's Artosis stream?
StarCraft told me to go fuck myself. It's like, oh, you gonna have fun today? You gonna try hard today? Oh, fuck you.
Sorry guys, I actually unironically always have Artosis on my soundboard. And the reason is, whenever I'm tilted and getting ragey, I play a bunch of his voice lines and it's like it snaps me out of it. I don't even know why. I don't know. It's just, it's like I'm seeing a mirror image of myself in that heated moment where I'm so angry. And it's like I can't look at myself and stay serious and enraged. Pretend you're doing anything, noob. A move with Mass Roach. Nice micro R word. He just focused down the disruptor before it could fire, splitting roaches into the natural. Roaches coming in with an encirclement from both sides. These roaches trying to escape. These roaches splitting into 2 mineral lines right now. 0 micro A move, just like an R word. Very nicely done there, guys. Macrotos, as usual, with the astute analysis. The funny thing is their army is so much better. They probably could have just base traded there and won the game. Because if they both kill each other's buildings, Macrotos has got Mass Immortal versus Mass Roach. You had a Colossus to deal with Zerglings or something. You got this in the bag, man. Like, Macrotos is making triple Robo, and triple Robo destroys. Now, you've got a big gas bank. If Macrotos can just reprobe up a few mineral lines and not have all their probes idle, pull off gas, put on minerals. There's 10 probes on this gas! Oh, no! And there's so many idle probes up there as well. Oh, man. If they just, yeah. And if they just make Archons with all their gas, they'll have a sick army. Remember, Pi still doesn't really have much income at all. The Roaches are trying to focus down on the Immortal. Good micro by Macrotos. It's just, you're microing with no army because your macro is so bad this game. Hi-yo! We're making Blink Stalkers as well. I mean, Macrotos is actually doing a fair bit of micro. This is, like, really nice. If Macrotos built, I mean, Macrotos should not lose this game, guys. I get you're down 25 supply, but like, you've still got 3 bases up. You're making Archons now. Like, how? I assume you lose this game because the salty person almost always loses, and you screwed up your build so badly. But the crazy thing is, if Macrotos clearly does know some parts of StarCraft way better than Pi, way better. But what they don't have is Pi is relaxed and just playing the game, and Macrotos is literally trying to hate bang the computer right now. Like, you can imagine how hard they're hitting their keyboard. It's like dun, dun, bang, bang, bang. Like, you can hear the table just like almost breaking under every keystroke. Dude, this is so good. You can't defend it all. Since it's been a while since I had this amount of fun in the ladder game, says Pi. Spam R like an R word more. Spam R for roaches, you R word. They're the R worded unit for R words, and you're the most R worded of them all. Recall's coming back after killing 2 hatcheries, but Pi's doing so much damage against a player who's doing nothing but making roaches. Oh, he's got tunneling claws. He's got tunneling claws, guys. Oh my god. If he starts tunneling everywhere, this will be so funny. There's 1 observer and it's on the other side of the map. Oh no, observers start building. But dude, tunneling claw roaches is like really hard to deal with when you're in a messy game like this. And Macrotos is already so tilted. Macrotos does kill a single roach with a disruptor shot there. Observers build pretty damn fast. By the way, Macrotos with the impressive top tier gameplay has the whole army on number 2. This is what we call F2 with extra steps, guys. It's where you only use the select all army key to select your army. But then you basically go select all army, you put it on control 2, and then you use number 2 as your select all army key. it's hilarious. I love when people do this. They're like, I don't use F2. I take F2, I put it on another key, so I have to do extra actions to use F2. And then I'm going to rage at other people for playing the game bad. My man. I love it. DT Shrine's a legitimately good idea, and that just finished. So DTs could win this game. The Stalkers finally get cleaned up on the other side. Pi is still miles behind at half the army supply. And Macrotos just needs to commit to the bloody base trade and keep making like DTs and Archons. You literally cannot lose this game unless you're absolutely drunk and incompetent. But we've already seen Macrotos is a bit of a rager. I just love the constant R word usage. It's just so fun. Fun word, man. Fun word, especially when used by people who are raging. Just like, R word, R word, you know. Whenever people like clutch onto that one word, you know, like for them, you could tell it's like their word that like, they're like, when they're so angry, it just flows out of them. It's a little bit more fun, I find, than some of the other words. Oh, we're gonna go for a disruptor shot? No. All right, so it's gonna be full base trade, guys. The funny thing is, in a base trade, you need to stay calm under pressure. Pi right now is about on the edge of having an aneurysm. Oh, the Immortals could do really well here, actually. Oh, this Immortal and DT will clean up. Yeah, I think that Immortal with the DTs actually beats all of this. Dude, he's got it in the bag. Macrotos is actually going to win this game. There's no way to lose this game from here. Macrotos is going to win while literally handicapping themselves by raging rather than focusing on what they're doing the whole time. They're clearly, on the fundamentals, playing at like 500 MMR plus above Pi, but they almost lost this game because they were so busy getting angry, and if they just respected Pi and actually built their second pylon on time and, you know, did a few of the basics correctly, dude, they would be such a higher level. This is your classic player, too busy raging to improve at StarCraft. We've all been there. GG, well played, mate, and you know he's not going to... GTFO, get the F out. This was a fun one, says Pi. Pi's a super chill dude. Plays StarCraft for fun. Macrotos, however, is very angry that they're still stuck in Diamond League. They want Masters very badly, and they don't think it's fair that they're going to be here for a while. Pi is like, oh, come on, man. We had a good game. Give me that GG, baby girl. And you know Pi's going to leave the moment he GG's, but Macrotos cannot have it in him. Yeah, I know you have it in you. There's no way Macrotos is going to GG. This guy's literally a player who wins and then still feels so angry. And this is where, this is like back to the serious side, because, you know, I alternate between making fun and being serious. I know that you have it in you, and Macrotos thought for like a full minute, and then he's like, that I know that you suck ass, so you have to cheese and spam one unit and pretend you can play a game. You're absolutely atrocious in. Get the F out. Get the F out. So what Macrotos has done by disrespecting Pi is they don't even feel good when they win now. Disgusting disgrace of a human. So this is what I call cheating yourself of the victory. This is something I've been coaching a lot of people on over the last few years, especially a lot of people as they get older and don't have as much time to play. They keep expecting themselves to win every game, everyone to play try-hard, build orders, and pro strategies. But if you're just acting like this, it doesn't even feel good when you win. And this is why it's called toxic, right? Because if you're toxic, if you have this disgusting disgrace of a human, you're a noob, you'll always be a noob. At the end of the day, you're only cheating yourself as well, because you beat this guy, you work. This is such a close, hard-fought win. You should feel such a good release. You should be like, oh my god, what a game, right? Think about if you played this game versus your buddy, how good you'd feel. I would feel amazing if I played this game. Macrotos is just going to be fuming. He's going to be even angrier than when he started. And I love this. You will always be a noob. Pi says, that we can agree on. GG, mate. Drops another GG, gets defeated. And absolute champion, Pi, just having a bit of fun there. Did tease him a little bit, and obviously, he asked for it. But Macrotos definitely comes out the loser despite getting the victory screen. I think this is a really wholesome reminder that it ain't always about winning and losing. It's about the road and the journey and the experience that gets you there. Hats off to you, Pi. Thanks for sending this in. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's great to be back doing the Salt Vines. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys later. Bye-bye.